Welcome back, everybody. It's JJ, and today we're going to talk about the Lunar New Year sales and just kind of run you through what they've got. And there's also some Japanese stuff that's on sale too that I'll recommend. But so the Lunar pack, we'll start with the tanks first. You get the T692G, you get the T692A, and you get the T62. These are all decent tanks if you're looking to buff up your lineup in the Chinese tree. None of them are overwhelming. The T692A, I think it was, or was it the G? It was a little bit better. I think the G gets the better round. Let's see here. Okay, it gets the 83. And the A gets the what? Oh, yeah, APCR. Yeah. And then the T62 here gets a dart. That's right. So the 62 and the 69 get a dart. That's pretty good. T69 2A, it's decent. It's just there's a filler, and I really haven't done much in the air or much with the Chinese tree in general. But you can make a pretty nasty 9.0 setup. Now, these used to be a little bit lower. I think they were 8.7. I know the WMA was a lot lower, and you could actually run it with that setup, and it was just sick. Now they've been boosted up a little bit, rightly so, because the WMA 301 was insane. Had thermals, a dart round, you could just sit on the corner of the map and snipe, and it's one of the few tanks I'd sit there and do well in, no matter when I pulled it out. So, and it's kind of expensive because let me alt tab and see what it is right now. I've got to pull it up. So it's $82.49 right now at 50% off. That's it's kind of pricey, and these are more collector items more than anything. If you were going to get something for the Chinese tree, the tech tree, and you're wanting to grind it, the ZTZ 96A, because I think it is 50% off right now. Yeah, it's $32.50. So I would get that. And that's all I can really say for the ground. Don't worry about the starter stuff. I mean, if you want to pick it up, I do enjoy low tier stuff. It's just fun to go in there and relax, not really worry about anything except pointing and clicking. But yeah, definitely the WMA 301, because I don't think that's on sale in here, is it? Nope, it is not on sale. So I don't know if you can't get that anymore or if it's for Golden Eagles, because I can't see it on my side. But just the three tanks in general, they're more, like I said, they're more collector items, or they're there to kind of shore up your 9.0, 8.0 area stuff. So, I mean, I call this the Bushmaster setup because I put a bunch of bushes on them. Because why not? I mean, the problem is once you hit the 9.0 area, things start having thermals all over the place, whereas in the 8.7, 8.0 area, there wasn't as many. So take that in mind. It's a fun collector's thing, but I wouldn't recommend going and getting it. I would definitely say pick up the ZTZ 96. Let's see here. These are all messed up, so I call it the mini terms. It's as effective as the term, but it goes faster. It doesn't have as much armor, doesn't have the ERA, but it does reverse faster, which is kind of funny. You get the infrared countermeasure thing on the front here. So if somebody's trying to shoot a rocket, I mean a missile at you, ATGM, or something that will help knock it out. Not say knock it out, but you'll fire at a tank like this and you'll see it dive into the ground and not hit you, as long as you're facing them. Now the other pack they have, which is really neat, is the New Year Air Bundle. It has two really good aircraft in it, and that's Shenyang F5, which is a really good MiG. I mean, it's one of the best at its tier. It's a MiG-19 basically, but it's 9.3, so you can see 10.3, and you probably will be seeing that a good bit because that is a popular area. But if you enjoy MiGs, it is very nice. But you're going to have to deal with that BR. So you don't have any flares. You do get an afterburner and two A9Bs basically. It's not great as far as its missile loadout. And you get two bombs if you want to bring it down for ground pounding, but yeah, PL2s. So 10G missiles. Not really worth it, but it has great guns like the MiG-17s. It's good. See, the other thing they have in that pack, though, is the helicopter. This used to be one of the best anti-aircraft helicopters in the game because it was 10.0. You could run that with your ZTZ 96. For whatever reason, Gaijin decided they need to go to 11.3, and it really wasn't that great. You could spawn with 8 air-to-air missiles. So you'd start the game, and you would just be AA, basically. And it was wonderful. You take out enemy helicopters trying to rocket rush. You take out early jets, early whatever cast that they had. And then once you're out of missiles or there's nothing there to shoot, you'd do a rocket run. I mean, that's basically all it was. You did have some air-to-ground missiles. They weren't that great. You see 6 kilometers. A little bit too close at the BR at 10.0 to even kind of consider, which they worked here and there. It's a very agile helicopter. So somebody like Leroy would take it and just, go own in it. If you got a VR head set up and everything like that. Oh, excuse me, I'm over here knocking stuff over. Very agile aircraft, helicopter. I enjoyed it, I loved it, but now I don't bring it out anymore. I really haven't touched this stuff in a while because, hey, I'm getting dragged up to 11.3 top tier, and none of the stuff here works out. Fun note: this thing right here, it's hilarious. It's not good, but it's not bad. So it's got the same missiles that the Tiger Hood has, where it's fire and forget, and they do get kills. And you got a bunch of rockets on there, and then your cannon. So that's just a side note. All right, what else do they have for the New Year's? So I think the F5C, A5C, excuse me, A5C is on sale, and the J7D. I'd recommend both of those if you're playing the Chinese Air Tree. I take this for my 10.0 grinder setup. It doesn't really have much in the ground pounding area, but you can make it work. I drag these rockets out just to hit the lighter vehicles. You can take some of the harder hitting rockets, or if you're feeling frisky, you can take the bombs out, which you're dumb bombing. You don't have CCIP, so there's that. But you get magic twos or magic ones, excuse me. You can run with those. I mean, it's decent now for air RB. It's great. Granted, you don't want to take maximum fuel because its flight model is super different between that medium fuel and a full loadout. I mean, a massive difference. Like, cannot turn Yak 38 to, oh, this is pretty decent turning. And they have changed the flight model a little bit, but it's still a great aircraft. I played a ton in it. I would have a lot further down, but I was just playing it for fun and using the SL I was getting for other jets. So, and we'll hop over to the J7D. Great aircraft. I love my MiGs. The J7D is basically the J7E but worse. So, if you already reached this, don't worry about the J7D. This is just a premium MiG that is slightly worse than the J7E. Yeah, the flight performance, it's so much better. And then the J8B is just insane. So, if you have this, don't even worry about this. This right here is a monster. I mean, yeah, the missiles may not be that great, but you get 4 of them. Oh, I forgot it's got SAR missiles. 125, yeah. I've been killed by the J8B a lot. That's why I say it's a monster. It's pretty good. J7D, but if you want something just to really play in, or you're like, okay, I don't want to get the A5C, I want to grind a little bit more efficiently, I guess you could say, grab the J7D. Just be aware that you are 11.0 and you will see F-16s, F4Ss, MiG-23 MLs. You don't have all aspect missiles. You do get 4 Magic 2s, basically. I forget which ones are the Magic 2s. I don't know if they're the PL5Bs or the PL7s. I run the 7s because they've had a little bit harder turning on the maximum overload for 35 Gs. The PL5s burn out really quick, but they're really fast. So, as far as the air tree goes, I think it's like both of these are $35. Let me alt tab real quick. Okay, it's 30 on the A5C and it's 35 on the J7D. So, there are those. All right, and that's pretty much it. There's some great pickups for it. The ground tree, not so much other than the ZTZ. I mean, I really wouldn't recommend getting the Type 69s and 62s unless you really want to collect. Or if you just really like that BR. Like I said, it's just there to shore up. The other thing that's on sale is some Japanese stuff. We will hop down here. So the Type 16 is on sale. I'd recommend it to pick up if you're playing the Japanese ground forces, which if you are, I'm so sorry. You guys are grinding through it, your bosses, because, yeah. Trying to grind through this area right here. Once you get to rank 4, it's not too bad, but everything before it is just, it's horrible. I mean, it really is. I don't think the Type 74G is around anymore, unless it's Golden Eagles, because I can't see it on my end. But yeah, I mean, if you're looking for something on the ground, this is a great pickup. I enjoy it. It's really fast, so if you're wanting to go to a cap and get those points really quick, and it's got a pretty decent gun on it, decent amount of smoke. It's not bad. Think of it like the Wolfpack, but the Japanese version. So, there's that. And on to the aviation. The other thing that's on sale, which I honestly don't recommend, is the F4EJ Phantom. Guys, it's bad. Like, when I grinded out the F16AJ, like, I want to quit the game. That's how bad it is. It gets a very basic radar, so your aim 7s are not useless, but they've got to be like 2 kilometers off the ground for them to actually work. Yeah, and you're fighting stuff like the F4S, MiG-23s, all variants of them. You've got the MiG which is an amazing jet, and it just has better all aspect missiles. Granted, you get 8 missiles total if you want to run that. So yeah, you get 4 AIM-9Ps, and then you can take 4 AIM-7Es. And honestly, the best way if you're gonna grind with it is go rocket basing. That's it. Don't take the bomb loadout. Just go with the rockets, hit the bases. You can swap the SAR missiles out for, you know, your AIM-9Ps. So yeah, it's got a terrible loadout. A terrible. You can rocket bases. I don't like it. I wish I could get my money back on it. I got it because the skin was cool because rule of cool wins. And that right now sits, I think it's 35 also. Yeah, so 35 bucks. If you absolutely need something to grind the Japanese tree because the T2 early is not there anymore, I would say get it. But honestly, I would just, excuse me, sorry, I'm trying to get sick. I would just throw a talisman on either the T2 here or the F1, or if you've got the F4EJ, just talisman that. That is the best bit of advice I can give to you, because this is so much better than this. It has a working radar, which is immense, and you'll see. And this didn't get the Agile Eagle upgrade either, so you're not that fast. You can't really refight that much. You have some great AOA on the first turn or so, but after that, it's meh. Not trying to down talk it too much because they do need to give Japanese tree something else. Something like give it a 10.3. Like take this out and give it something better, but there's a very limited amount that they can add because I don't know what all Japan has around this point in time for that rank. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to fight this cold as best I can. And right now they've got something over here that's on a limited sale, which I don't really play naval that much unless I'm completely brain dead and don't want to do anything else. Not saying people play it are brain dead, but it's not my cup of tea. I'm going to play World of Warships if I had to play naval. Where is it at? It's something down here. There we are. I have no clue how good or bad that is, so if you guys want to get it, or maybe somebody can tell me if it's good. But yeah, I really do wish they would give another tank something. Maybe a rank 7, because like I don't know when I'll finish the ground tree. Like my ground trees are bare, and I've been playing about since the game came out. It's not. I don't enjoy higher tier ground that much. So, all right, now I'm diverting from the subject. But as far as lunar sales go, if you're wanting to either A, collect, which is what I'd suggest if you're going to spend that kind of money, don't look for these 3 tanks to do well, your Type 69, 62. They're decent. They're nothing to write home about. I would definitely pick up the ZTZ 96A, and I would definitely pick up the J7D and the A5C, whichever one you prefer. I think you have more fun in the A5C, but I've gotten the hang of the J7D. It's just the BR makes it. You have to fly a little more defensively, and you do have to be right behind people to get decent kills. As far as the helicopter goes, with it being 11.3 now, I would avoid that pack because that pack itself is $62. You get 2 great aircraft. I don't have the prop plane, so I can't tell you about that. So, but yeah, all in all, it's a decent sale. I don't know if the WM that's not on sale unless it's on Golden Eagle sale or they removed. Like I said, I can't see that. Japanese tree, I would definitely pick up the Type 16 FPS. Great tank, great tank. And if you already got the Type 9 or Type 74G, it fits well with it. Yeah. And yes, I do have the Type 75 because I'm a glutton for pain, and it's hilarious when you kill IFVs with it. So there's that, guys. And I'm probably going to post some videos of some other games I'm playing, like Steel Division 2. I am playing Warno. I don't have the micromanagement skills for Warno to be too enjoyable for me, and I'm playing Broken Arrow right now. And it's kind of hit or miss on that. I'm still trying to learn how everything functions in that game. But alright, guys, until next time, I'll catch you later.